Only PC Power Play magazine's here today. Cool. What? Who the hell are you, and what are you doing in my house?
Who am I? I am the Oracle of Gaming Future, and you will sit and listen to what I have to say about the future of gaming.
I don't care. Just get out of my house.
I am the Oracle, and you will sit.
No, you're not. You're just me with a towel wrapped around your head and speaking in a creepy voice.
Okay, fine. Still not going though.
Okay. I'm sitting. I'm listening. Speak, O great and powerful Oracle of future gaming.
Let me look into my crystal ball.
That's an upside down bowl.
Look, the prop budget is non-existent, okay? So suck it up, or make more money.
Okay. Just hurry up before Lotus gets home and finds me talking to myself. Things will get fairly awkward.
Okay. Yes. I see a game. It's a sci-fi game. You like sci-fi games, don't you? Yes, I know you do. It will sell millions. I see an A word in its name. It's currently getting a bad rap on the internet.
That sounds like Mass Effect Andromeda. That comes out, like really soon. Really, like tomorrow. The time of me recording this tomorrow. Comes out tomorrow.
Alright. Chill. Can take a little to warm up. Okay. Yes. I see a new Nintendo handheld. No, wait. It's a home console. No, wait, hang on. It's a handheld.
That actually sounds like the Nintendo Switch. That came out at the beginning of the month. That's from the past. Some Oracle of Gaming Future you're becoming.
Okay. Let's give this one last try. Oh, yes, something is coming. And next year, a brand new console from Sony. Yes. It's the PS5.
Really? Have you been drinking the same Kool-Aid that analyst was actually drinking from? Because that's
Oracle. Out.
No. I guess he was the Oracle. But an idiot nonetheless. I guess I'm going to have to talk about why the PlayStation 5 is highly unlikely to be coming out next year. Future me, roll intro.
Dude, I'm beached is.
G'day, Tana Koto Numai Harimai, and Zach Gamer here, also known as Angelite85, and we are talking about an upcoming console that is very, very unlikely to be releasing in the time frame that it has supposedly come out, and in the alleged specification, which is the second half of 2018. The analyst... Get it? Analyst? Shut up, that's funny and you'll see why in a second. Damien Thong... is a Macquarie research analyst and had this to say on what he expects. While we have tempered expectations to account for rivalry with Microsoft/Xbox and PC gaming, we note that the success of PlayStation VR, which has reached 915,000 units sold, highlights the health of the ecosystem. We expect Sony to launch a greater than 10 teraflop PlayStation 5 in the second half of 2018 to secure the installed base. Now, there's nothing wrong in estimating something or guessing something or anything like that. However, doing it to a point where they're actually saying this will happen by blah blah, or we expect something like blah blah to happen by X time, that's when we kind of run into a bit of a problem, considering that they have just said next year. So I've got a couple of things. I've got 3 things to say on this. First up, back in 2016, before the unveiling of the now 4-month-old PlayStation 4 Pro, the PlayStation head, Shuhei Yoshida, was asked about the PlayStation 5, and he said it was an if. He himself has expressed basically at the time that no PlayStation 5 was really in the works to begin with, as he was unsure of the future. Secondly, as I mentioned before, the PlayStation 4 Pro is only 4 months old, and the PlayStation 4 family as a whole is almost 4 years old. And sales of the console are not showing signs of having reached saturation, as they are still selling well, especially the PlayStation 4 Pro. So to release a new generation would be giving the middle finger to those new users, and to ask basically again so sooner for another 500 buckaroos from the user base. And yes, I know this generation is not too soon to end, however you could pretty much say that the Pro and Scorpio are proper new consoles, just mid-generational, rather than a new generation unto themselves, which would technically extend the current generation another couple of years. Thirdly, a 10 plus teraflop GPU console would be out of the price range of the average user base anyway, and wouldn't sell because of it. And I know you lot will be out there shouting at me saying that it would be over a year away anyway, plenty of time for the prices to fall. True, but they don't fall fast enough to bring out a new console with that kind of GPU performance, and keeping in mind a more powerful GPU needs much more powerful CPU and system memory to allow the room to get up to its top speed, which is something that I think we will see happen with the Scorpio with the CPU bottlenecking the GPU, which is something I've been hearing is happening with the PlayStation 4 Pro. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the GPUs that are available today that sit in the teraflop performance range, keeping in mind teraflops are pretty much useless for the measurement of a GPU anyway. So there are only a handful of GPUs out there right now in this generation of cards that have a GPU that is near or around or above 10 teraflops. The PlayStation 5 is supposed to have. That is the GTX 1080, which has 9 teraflop, the 1080 Ti, which is 10.8, and the Titan X Pascal version at 11 teraflops. The GTX 1080 is 1100, the GTX 1080 Ti is 1200, and the Titan X Pascal is 2600, and that's the cheapest I was able to find online in Australia. These cards will probably only drop maybe $100 or $200 in the next 12 to 18 months. So, you know, they're still going to be near enough $1,000 for the 1080s. And yes, I know that we've got the Vega cards, we've got AMD coming out in a couple months. We're going to see them hit in around, I think, May, June, July, somewhere around that. Anyway, but I also hear, I can hear you from where I am, and I haven't even uploaded this to YouTube, but I can already hear you out there saying, "Oh, but those are PC components." What do you think's in your console now? They are custom AMD APUs based on parts that go into PC. So using the cost of parts for PC gives a nice indicator of the cost of a console. For example, I expect the Scorpio with its overclocked and upgraded APU to drive in around the $600 to $700 mark, considering GPUs with its performance are around the $300 to $400 area, so a PlayStation 5 next year at those specifications would near be 1500 plus Aussie dollary dues. So, you know. So, enough of the doom and gloom. I know I'm being a bit Debbie Downery with the PlayStation 5, but I do, however, expect a new PlayStation 4 Pro, a refresh next year, if not later this year, with, aside from a storage bump and an aesthetic change, I would hope Sony would install an Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. So I guess we could call it the PlayStation 4 Pro Ultra. But that is all I have to say about this. I highly doubt Sony would be silly enough to release a new generation of console. The analyst I'm going to call a moron, And I have been the Anzac Gamer, also known as Angel885. Thank you for stopping by my pub. Keep that beer on ice, and I'll see you around like a rissole. And Nohora.